Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Charles in Charge 3. You can call me Charles. If you're new here, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. I release educational Pokemon Unite content daily and sometimes a little bit of meme videos as well. But you wouldn't want to miss an upload in case we have anything important to say to go over. So my whole job is to help you guys get to Masters as easily as possible in whatever role you're trying to climb. So today we're going to be adding episode 2 to our playlist down below with the beginner MOBA series. So the Pokemon Unite strictly beginner to MOBAs. Now, if you're more familiar to MOBAs, then this video may not be for you. It's more for like the complete newbies, right? So, but if you're low elo, you can still watch this video and, you know, you may get some benefit out of it. Today we're going to be talking about defenders, and we're going to be going over the general course of like, what do defenders do? What kind of champions are defenders, you know, and how their role impacts the game. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So let's talk about defender champions. So the champs that we're going to be looking into playing is going to be champions like Snorlax, like Slowbro. Then we have Crustle, and the newly added Blastoise, and these are all common defenders. And the reason why these guys are going to be the defenders is because what makes a good defender is the amount of CC that they have. Currently, Snorlax is a very, very good, consistent defender if you're looking to pick someone up. If you're looking to get into the role, like if you like the defender role in general, I would highly recommend Snorlax. You know, if you want to spend the coins or the money to get Blastoise, you know, you can perfectly get Blastoise as well, and you'll be fine with that. However, I do recommend holding off on Blastoise because they may nerf him because his numbers do seem a bit high. So I don't want you buying a champion like right out the gate and then him getting nerfed and then there goes your main, right? You know, you just spent your IRL cash or 8,000 coins, which is a lot, and there goes your champion, you know. So right now, if you're looking to get into more of a consistent defender, I would say play Snorlax for a little bit, you know, see how you like him, or Slowbro, and then go from there before spending the coins on Blastoise. Even though Blastoise is fun, but I just want to warn you guys about the nerfs. I feel like there's going to be nerfs coming really soon on the next patch, so you know, just be aware of that. So now that you know the champions in the defender role, you know, some people can also argue like Wigglytuff can be a good defender with the amount of CC she has with just Sing alone, and then the amount of damage she has with Double Slap as well. But you know, for now, I'm just gonna stick to Slowbro, Snorlax, Crustle, and Blastoise. So with that out of the way, if you're looking, like I said, if you're looking for a consistent defender, I would highly recommend Snorlax at the top of my list, and then from there I would say Slowbro, and then Crustle. And I think Crustle is like really good, but he does have a high skill cap if you're going to play Rock Tomb Crustle. The skill ceiling is really high, so you're gonna have to play quite a bit of games to get good at Crustle. I really feel him out, really, to make the champion work. I do feel like he can work. He just has a bit of a learning curve, a little bit higher than Snorlax. However, Snorlax is the reason why I recommend him so highly is that his block and his heavy slam is just undoubtedly the most strongest things in the game. Like, his block is just so strong. You can win a single team fight with just a good block alone. You can get five man in the corner and your team just gets Zapdos for free, or gets Dreadnought for free, or your team is able, or you're able to push them off of their goal and your whole team is able to score for free. You know, Snorlax does a lot. He does what every like 80 carry wants him to do, and that's to take up a lot of space. They want him to be the front line. They want him to bring the CC, bring the engage. He's a really good engage. He's really good at zoning the enemy team. You know, so this pick is going to be cool for you, especially if you're new to defenders and if you're new to MOBA. Like, I highly suggest this pick. And Slowbro is kind of does the same thing, but with his surf and his telekinesis, you know, it's just not as good as Snorlax. So I'm, you know, if you if you're really dead set on Slowbro, you know, that's fine. But like I said, just you know, Snorlax is the way to go, pretty much. And then let's get into items now. So what items would you really bring on a defender champion? And so I just want to, there's a lot of items that you could go, that I say a lot of people go, and I feel like there's only a set number of items that are really valuable. And so what I would personally go on Snorlax is Buddy Barrier, Focus Band, and Score Shield. So these are just like really good items straight out of the gate. So with Buddy Barrier, you get a massive shield. Your ally gets a shield. You know, like, it is just so good. You know, comboed with a Unite move, especially with Snorlax's Unite move, and just makes it so strong. It's an essential item for pretty much every Pokemon. Like, you're gonna run Buddy Barrier on every Pokemon and you'll be fine. It's really you know, bread and butter item for a lot of Pokemon. So next item, Focus Band. Again, Focus Band is such a strong item. You know, it gives a lot of defense stats, and then also gives a lot of health regen when you get low. So this really helps you in lane to play a little bit more aggressive and to have that get out of jail free card, you know, with getting that health back. So, you know, Focus Band is another go-to item for me. I think you can't go wrong with these items, you know. So I think this is going to be the second great option here, and I want to change these out for no means. No, but the third option is where you can change a little bit of things and, you know, kind of get kind of switch things up, you know, just to feel the water here. So now you could go with Score Shield. I think Score Shield on Snorlax is pretty much the best one. You can just be able to just walk straight up into their face and just, you know, look for easy scores, look for easy dunks, you know, and just really bully the lane and keep them on their toes and keep them on their heels, as, you know, is what a Snorlax would do. And especially with a Slowbro or Crustle or Blastoise, I still think like Score Shield is like one of the best. The second one that you know could be recommended here would be Muscle Band. You know, it doesn't sound like it, but hear me out. Muscle Band does do a lot of damage, and if you do run Flail Snorlax, you'll get a lot of value out of Muscle Band by being able to have your autos faster, and you'll be able to do a lot more damage. Muscle Band is also just a really great item in general, so you can run it on a lot of champions, and it would be very great. You know, if you're going more of a full damage Crustle with X Scissors, if you're going like a Hydro Pump with Blastoise, or a Slowbro, even with the telekinesis and Surf, like, you're getting these autos out, and it's just really gonna help you. But overall, it is a good item. It's something for you to experiment, guys. But I would say keep in mind that Score Shield would be ranking above that, okay? Unless you're going Flail Snorlax, which is really fun. So, you know, you can try it out. Experiment, you know, what you like to do. The next item I would say, what you can get is maybe an Assault Vest for the shield. and be a little bit more tankier. But other than that, I don't see any items on here that could really outdo Score Shield to where you can confidently say, no, I'm gonna take this item over Score Shield. So I don't think there's any items within our items right now that you can confidently say that. So I'm gonna have to say Score Shield, Massive Allen Muscle Band, it's fine. You do a lot of damage with it, so you know that could be you know, a thought, right? Experiment with that. And then Assault Vest, it gives you a shield and some stats, makes you tanky, right? That's pretty cool. Mess around with that, but I still highly would put Score Shield. Just keep it simple. You know, when you're first playing a new champion, especially a defender, you want to just go Buddy Barrier, Focus Band, and then Score Shield. Just keep it simple and just play the lane, you know. Next we're gonna move into how you actually play the lane now. So how you want to play the lane is you want to steal CS. And what I mean by steal CS is that if you see, like, I'm not talking about stealing your ally CS, I'm talking about stealing the opponent's CS. Looking for opportunities to where you can grab their CS and, you know, stop them from getting EXP. And then with you taking the EXP, you get so much more value out of that, and you hinder the enemy Pokemon, whether it's you getting it, whether it's your AD carry getting it. You guys receive so much EXP value from that, and you would consistently win lane just off of taking core fish, just taking core fish consistently, taking bees consistently, maybe taking one of their A-palms consistently. You know, this will consistently win you guys the lane, so always be on your toes about that. Always look to be able to take CS. Snorlax is very good at being able to last hit CS and being able to secure CS and then getting out. So he's a really tanky boy. So, you know, same with Blastoise, you know, being a ranged defender, you know, he's really good at, you know, looking for those steals, you know. So don't be afraid to look for those steals of CS. You know, you gotta be on the proactive and don't be reactive all the time. You with defenders, you guys are the engagers. You can engage, you guys call the shots when the fight is gonna start. So don't be afraid to, you know, to be aggressive, be in their face, you know. And one last thing that I wanted to say, for battle items, what you would take is basically flash on all these champions, eject button. Take eject button on all these champions, and the reason for that is that eject button is just SS tier, bro. You know, being able in a split second to reposition yourself, which is honestly a really get out of jail free card, another get out of jail free card for you. You can reposition yourself, or you can finish off a kill. If someone ejects buttons, you know, you can eject button after them, flash after them, and be able to secure the kill. You know, there's just so many things that you can do with flash. You can flash over a wall, you know, to get away from someone, to juke somebody. You can flash into a bush. You know, there's so many things that you could do with flash, more so than the other items. So there's just no reason to take anything else besides eject button. I just want to make that clear. Next in lane, what you should be thinking about is power spikes. So there's so you want to look at power spikes. You know, when are you getting that heavy slam, when are you getting that block, and being able to make the most value out of those moves. You know, you wanna look to correlate your power spikes with engagements. If you're a level above them, if you know that you're stronger than them because you have your heavy slam, you know, you need to take advantage of that. You can't wait to pull the trigger. You can't be hesitant. You need to look to take advantage of going in and looking to, you know, heavy slam in and then walking behind them and getting that block in and blocking them towards your team. or off their platform so that they can't heal, and so your team can easily get a goal. You gotta start thinking and being creative with the plays that you can make with a lot of these champions, either Crustle, Snorlax, or Slowbro, or Blastoise. Okay, and so while you're playing with your power spikes, you also want to look to peel your carry. So when you look to go in, here's just a quick tip. When you look to go in and you go in with that heavy slam and that block combo, whatever you're gonna do, right, you need to look back at your carry and see like what's going on with the carry. Did someone get to the carry? You know, you're essentially the biggest babysitter of the world. You know, if you could keep your carry alive, if you could keep that Cinderace in your backline alive for the whole fight and keep them off of her, then your team is going to win the fight 90% of the time. You know, like as long as the carry just has an A button working, like you guys win the fight 90% of the time. So always, if you're looking to engage, always, you know, look back at your carries, see what's going on, assess the map, see if you can assess the fight, you know, see if you can keep pushing in to them, see if you can or see if you need to pull back and really need to save that block for your carries, or you need to chase someone down that's off that's on your Cinderace. You know, there's things that you gotta adjust. You know, you just can't go in all the time. You gotta look to peel, you know, be that bodyguard for your carries, you know, because that is gonna be how you win the fight. Don't be split pushing when Zapdos is up. You know, like that is just the worst. I've seen it so many times in low elo as Snorlax players. They run the score shield, and because they run the score shield, they think that, oh, they can just split push when Zapdos is up or when Jeddah is up. And honestly, that is the worst thing you can do, because your team needs you. And here we go into the mid game and rotations. This brings me to my next topic. So mid-game and rotations and timers. I just want you to basically learn the basic timers to remember this. So at 7 minutes, you know, what comes up? Jeddah, right? So you need to start planning. What I always suggest is start moving around the 30-second mark. 7 minutes and 30 seconds. It gives yourself enough time to get down there, get into position first, and look to catch off those people that are late to the rotation, and you look to get early picks. Snorlax is great, so great at looking to get early picks. Look, you know, staying in the bush, prepping Jeddah, you know, looking for those picks, looking for the people to face check you. You know, that's super good, so you don't want to miss out on those opportunities, because those little opportunities, those little adjustments of being at an objective first may very well just win you that fight, and it will win you the objective. So it'll go a long way, and then you'll see your win rate start climbing, you know. And so yeah, make proper rotations. Do not be late to the party. You as a defender, your team, like I said, your team needs you to zone them. So you need to use your CC wisely. You know, don't be using it all willy-nilly, you know, and going on whoever you see. You know, you want to look at who's the real threat here. Is the real threat here the enemy Slowbro? Or is it the enemy Lucario who's looking to steal Jeddah with his power punch at 1 HP? You gotta think about that, okay? So don't just get kill hungry. I like to pull the trigger on whoever you want to do. You want to assess the fight. We always want to assess the fight and look to see, you know, who is going to be the real threat of this fight, and what are we going to do about it? You know, how are you going to play around this Lucario? Well, what you could do, you can heavy slam in, and you can block him out of the Jeddah. You can block their whole team out with a good block. With a good heavy slam and a good block, you can block their whole team out. You know, but you gotta find those angles, and you gotta find the positioning, and by showing up there 30 seconds early, you'll be able to get first dibs on that positioning so that you can set up your team for the win and to get that gen now. And the same thing happens in Zapdos fight. You just want to go into the corridor when if you set up Zapdos first, then you get first rush to corridors, right? So if they're trying to all funnel in through that one corridor, well, then you just block them and your team just gets a free Zapdos. A free Zapdos, whether you're Crustle, whether you're Slowbro, whether you're Blastoise, you're honestly, all of those champions are able to block that corridor really easily. So, you know, just play around that. You know, you need to play around the positioning, you know, or if you're hiding in a bush, you know, you can look to pick someone. You can even get into their jungle and hide in a bush and look to pick apart one of their carries. You know, sometimes that works as well. You know, you need to start being creative with your engagements and remember that you lead the fight. You do lead the fight, you know, and I'm sure, you know, teams with brains, right, they follow up. Sometimes they won't. It is what it is, but you can't get mad at them. You know, you just gotta work on your game plan, your gameplay. Don't get frustrated if someone doesn't follow up with one of your plays. It's going to happen to you more than not. You know, it's just something that happens, man. In low elo, it happens the most. People don't recognize plays, especially from good defenders who set plays up or set up engagements. They don't look at their map, or they're farming but they're not looking. They're not moving their camera. So that's just one more quick tip for you that I want to address is camera control. You need to be moving your camera around. You need to be holding that L button, moving that camera around, and really looking at the map and looking down the lane. What's going on? You know, how are they moving? Are they moving into that brush there? Are they, you know, did they expend anything? Did they race any cooldowns? Is this a good time for you to go in? You know, do they have flash? Do they have ulti? Like, did you see them use their ult last fight? Well, the chances are they most likely don't have their ult right now, so you can go in on them. You know, you need to start thinking about these things as a defender. And well, that wraps up the video, guys. So if you guys did enjoy this content, please leave a like down below and comment what you want to see next. And if I left anything out about defenders, or you know, that you think would help somebody that's also new to defenders and new to this role or new to MOBAs in general, please leave it down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. You know, I'd love to, you know, because maybe I did miss something, and you know, I'd love to chat about it. But yeah, consider subscribing, guys. I release educational Pokemon Unite content daily, so yeah, you wouldn't want to miss an upload, so hit that notification bell. And until next time, guys, I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a fantastic day. And until next time, boys, peace out.